Hi. So today I thought I should discuss something on law, labor law. So one of the act that came into my mind was Maternity Benefit Act 1961. So before I start off with Maternity Benefit Act, I just want to say that whenever you read an act, read it in its raw form, and that will be available. Just type in Google Chrome your Maternity Benefit Act 1961. Then you'll get this India code. They provide all the updated things as well, the recent amendments or whatever has taken place. So try to read it in a raw form. And whenever you read an act, keep things in mind that you need to understand. By the time you finish reading an act, you should be in a position to answer that what is its objective, when did this act came first, what was its objective, to whom all it's applicable, which all establishments comes under it, what are the latest amendments that took place, and who are the major players, people in power, and what is the penalty. So these are general things by the time you read an act, you should be able to make out. And talking about the Maternity Benefit Act, it's a small act. It has only got 30 sections. So I'll only discuss the important ones. And I before I start off, just want to give a picture. You know, the person who played a major role in bringing up this act was N.M. Joshi. So he laid out the foundation, and later on, the first Maternity Benefit Act came statewise. It came actually in 1929 in Bombay. Now it is known as Mumbai, but earlier it was Bombay. So there, the state act was passed. Later on, it was followed by Madhya Pradesh. That was in the year 1930. Then a central act, Mines Maternity Benefit Act, came in 1941, but it was only restricted to one establishment, that is mines. So what about others? So then later on, after so many discussions and stuff, this act, that is Maternity Benefit Act 1961, which is a central act, and it's applicable to every establishment, to every factory, mines, plantation, equestrian, acrobatics, etc. So as I've mentioned, to which all players it is applicable, we need to understand which government is the appropriate government. Here in this act, it is central government, yes, but state government can bring any kind of amendments provided it has got the consent of central government. Yeah, and it is applicable to the establishment where more than 10 people are there. And there's certain conditions also. See, I should get benefit from only one act. In ESI also, ESI Act 1948, there is maternity benefit. So the women who are getting benefits from there will not get it from here. You can choose anyone. Yeah, and there's several definitions of the parties involved in it, like appropriate government. As I've mentioned, it is central government. Here, the definition of child is little different than any other act. There it be between the age of 14 or 15. Here it is even a stillborn is considered to be a child. Commissioning mother's definition is given. The delivery, what does it mean? Giving birth to a child, who all acts as an employer here, what is an establishment? All these definitions you need to understand. In every act, certain things might vary. Here we'll discuss about the wages, what all things are considered as wage. Any kind of remuneration that is in cash is considered to be a wage, like your dearness allowance, your house rent allowance, and your incentive bonus. your concessional supplies. But what is not included? It's any kind of bonus other than incentive bonus, any kind of fine that you're paying, and any PF, any gratuity. These are not considered as your wages. We have got separate clause for that. So women means a women employed under, directly through an agency for wages in any establishment. So here the women plays a major role because this act is targeted on women only. Women are the player. This act specially is taking care of women during a particular period of time when between, before and after delivery. They have given certain period of time. We'll discuss that in coming section. And then, you know, why this particular act came into picture was like, earlier what used to happen, women used to work in factories, establishment, mines and all. And there are several cases that because of long standing hours, there were even stillborn child, there were so many issues with women's health. So it was very important for this act to come into picture. Okay. Now, who all is eligible? Every woman can't be eligible for this. If I'm working in an establishment for more than 80 days in preceding 12 months, then I'm eligible for this benefit. And how my payments will be done? In earlier 3 months average. Suppose on August I'm going on leave. So earlier 3 months means May, June, July's average will be taken, and that will be my payment, and it'll be full for the duration of 26 weeks. I'll be paid for 26 weeks. 8 weeks will be before the delivery, and 18 weeks will be after the delivery. So there are several rights, and women are prohibited to do certain works during this time period of delivery. um, their right to payment. So usually what happened, recently read a case in Bangalore where the women was told to put the resignation as she was not able to join. So these are all her rights because of your ignorance of knowledge, you are not able to fight back. So we need to understand as women, as a human, we have got several rights that has been given by the government, so we should not ignore all those things. Yeah, and how claims can be made in case of death. Death can be of both women and the child. So I'll give you three cases. In first case, when women dies before delivery, so there is no chance of getting the baby also. So till delivery, the claims can be made, and women dies during delivery. So child is born, so benefit of the entire period will be given in case women and child both dies till the child's death. And the medical bonus is 3500 from 2011. It has been made. So payment in what condition will be given? So when, as I've mentioned before, 8 weeks. So once you provide the proof of your maternity, you're conceiving. After they have, once you get the proof, you'll be provided with the benefits. And 18 weeks, within 48 hours of the delivery, you need to provide the proof of the delivery. So then you'll be entitled for the entire payment. And in case of miscarriage and all, there are several conditions being given: miscarriage, commissioning mother, nursing breaks. So in case of miscarriage, you'll get 6 weeks of leave, and any kind of additional illness is there during the period, 1 month break. Then after the child's birth, once you join back the organization, you'll get 4 breaks for feeding the child, including the rest intervals of yours. And that will be till the period the baby attains 15 month. Okay. So these are all the amendments that has recently happened. Uh, okay. So you just go through this act. It's very simple. There are several conditions. Payment of medical bonus, leave in case of miscarriage, leave in case of phlebotomy operations have been done. So nursing break, the crash facility must be there where there are 50 or more employees. So these are the conditions that has been stated. Now, dismissal during absence of pregnancy. When a woman is absent herself from work in accordance to the provision of this act, uh, it is unlawful for her employer to discharge or dismiss her or on account of such absence, or to give notice of discharge on such a day that the notice will expire during such absence, or to vary to her disadvantage any of the condition. In any case, you can actually file a complaint, and no deductions should be done during this period. And a person inspector is appointed to take care of all these things. Okay, so you just go through it. I've just given a gist of it, and you can appeal can be done within 60 days of any dismissal or discharge in case. And if you're not able to do the payment, uh, the employer will be imprisoned for 3 months. It can extend to 1 year, and they have to pay a fine of 2,000 to 5,000. So the recent, as I've mentioned, 26 week, this stuff was amended in 2017. So you need to be very careful whenever you read an act. You should also consider the recent amendments that have taken place. So 12 weeks leave is permitted if you are a commissioning mother, as I've mentioned in the earlier definition, or you have adopted a child, or this is not your first or second child, this is your third child, then you'll be given lesser leave. So it'd be 12 week. Even work from home option should be made available in certain condition where women is asked to take rest. Yeah, and it is responsibility of the employer to educate the women about all these acts. It should be given in written plus the electronic stuff in email or your billboards wherever. So these all things has to be maintained from the employer side also, that this sort of a benefit is available. So it's high time that you educate your employees rather than taking advantage of their ignorance. With that nice thought, for today, I'm going to say bye. If you like this session, give us a thumbs up, and I'm going to come up with more such sessions. Then, I'll just try to cut out that act and try to present it in a good way. Thank you.